Hey everyone, I am on Instagram. I'm Jenna Quinter. My maiden name is Burns, but this is my show too, JQHQ. And Lana, thank you so much for having me on your show. Lana's on my show for everybody that's watching, and we're gonna be doing how to be authentic online and how we are authentic online.
Yeah, so Jenna's more in the marketing world. I'm more just life for everyone. So we just wanted to talk about the importance of authenticity, and she's going to talk about it more. So everyone's sending a lot of love right now. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. One of us. So yeah, we want to talk about authenticity, guys. So if you have anything that you want to chime in and say, feel free to say it. We want to engage with you guys today.
Let's go ahead and start.
Yeah. So take it, girl.
All right. So obviously, the topic's all about how to be authentic online. For me, Instagram is Facebook. Everything is our highlight reel. So Instagram's all about looking good online, showing our best selves.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's life is perfect, right?
Mm-hmm, but it looks it on social media. Yeah.
So I would say, like, for instance, right now, I'm not wearing hardly any makeup. My hair is messy in a ponytail. I came from the gym. Instagram, sometimes I'll post non-perfected photos up online and show a little bit more of my personality and just be myself. I would also say, for me, the way I'm authentic is like in person. Even I will open up and I'll be vulnerable to somebody. I try to get connected to somebody by being relatable. I'll give somebody a compliment. But if it comes to a point where it's storytelling, then I will tell a story, and usually the person will listen. And because I am open and vulnerable and I tell something that, like, maybe not that many people know about me, then they seem to feel like it's a trusted space, and so they open up to me.
Right.
And that's kind of how I stay genuine and authentic. What about you?
Yeah, so definitely being vulnerable right off the bat with someone makes them feel warm, and like they can be that way with you too. So that's really important. But I think, like, the biggest thing with me, like, when I started to be more authentic and more real and just like did what I actually like wanted to do in life, like chase after my passions and what would make me happy, and made decisions based on like how I actually felt, I would find myself surrounded with the right people and the situations that I should be in. But I know a lot of people struggle with this too. But when you are trying to make like decisions based on what you think should be made, like what the cool decision is, like you'll find yourself in situations that don't even resonate with you.
Right.
Like that it doesn't even make sense because you're not making the choices you should be. Like that's right for you, that's true to you. And then you wonder why you're like, around the wrong group of friends, or probably not. You wonder why you're not in the right situations, but it's because you're not making like choices that resonate with you, that you actually love, so that's hard. You're not gonna find.
It is hard to sometimes be open and be vulnerable, but you got to remember that, like, it takes practice, anything we do. So if you're not used to like telling people about where you grew up, or what a secret passion of yours is, you gotta like put yourself out there sometimes, even if it hurts, because actually vulnerability, I would say, is power. The more people can relate to you, and when people can relate, then you've got like a true follower. You have basically, like, I connect with people because I'll say things like, I grew up on a farm and I came from a very small town, or my parents, I came from a broken family. I mean, I was loved, but like I've overcome certain obstacles in my life. And so when you don't have to tell people your whole story. I mean, you don't have to do that at all. But like sometimes it's necessary to be open, because then people will say, oh, dude, my parents were divorced too. Like, man, I remember struggling just like that as well. Or oh, I overcame an obstacle like that. I don't know.
Right.
How would you say
Yeah.
it works for you? 'Cause
Okay.
obviously, you and I were relatable on like the fitness thing. Like we both met each other
Yeah.
because we did a fitness competition together.
And we were like I could tell right off the bat that you were very warm, and I know you felt that way with me because you just connected like very easily. I gave her like my heels.
She did.
Yeah.
I still have them.
Yeah. When you're like not being real and you're telling people like what they want to hear,
Yeah.
like you're doing yourself a disservice, and then you're gonna have to like try and remember like who you're trying to be. So with every like question people ask and stuff, like you have to kind of like almost remember lies.
Right.
It's like remembering a lie, like, oh, what did I tell that person before, you know? Like you have to try so hard, and like life should not be about like trying so hard to be this perfect specimen of a person. It doesn't exist. It's not
No,
real.
it
So
doesn't.
the more you can just accept yourself, and that really comes down to self-love, then you're free. Like you get to be you, and you can just like breathe, and everything is lifted off your shoulders because you don't care anymore to be someone for anyone else. You're just yourself, and that's good enough.
Lana is really good at coming up with content and really inspirational content. Like
Thanks.
she does really amazing going lives all the time, and this is something new to me. I'm really good on the writing side. I can write a lot, but when it comes to actually speaking, coming up with content like that, I have had a harder time finding inspiration. How, like, don't you think that it takes a lot of consistency just in anything in order to
Like get better at it.
yeah, get better?
Yeah, and get
I mean, for you,
creative.
like, you're so open online. Like, what inspires you in order to let you be vulnerable and talk about certain topics that you talk about?
I think like, because I know that when I'm authentic and I'm vulnerable, I feel that connection with people, like that true connection, and that is like what I live for. That inspires me.
Right.
To feel like a real, genuine connection with someone. You know, that person's not being fake, you're not being fake, you're both just there with each other being real, and that kind of connection inspires me. And so I love like being vulnerable and telling people my story and everything that I'm feeling, you know, even if it's like a failure of mine or something like that. I love being real because that's what I'll get in return, and that's what I do get.
Awesome.
Oh my god. So wait, this is Metro, who I love him. He has like the best stuff that he posts on Instagram.
What's up, Metro?
He said, "We are beautiful the way we show how we deal with our imperfections," and that's
Aw.
amazing. Yeah, I love that. It's true. Like, as long as you can accept the fact that like, yeah, not perfect. Like we do make mistakes, and that in itself is
Sometimes
perfect.
we just need a lazy day.
Yeah, like just whatever you feel like doing, just do it. Like if you want to
Yeah.
have a lazy day, have a lazy day. Don't.
We're gonna wrap this up, but yeah, we just wanted to say thank y'all so much for joining us. But overall, I would say, you know, smile, be open to new relationships, be a friend. When you go online to show up authentically, you don't need to look perfect all the time, because nobody looks perfect all the time. Just be genuine. Don't be so hard on yourself as well. And
Yeah.
just remember that, you know, share what you know. And that's going to help you, I guess, show up authentic, because that's
Yeah.
what we do.
And
And just be real.
Yeah. And I guess the thing is like, you can't force other people to be real or anything, but all you can do is be the example, be a good influence. This is Metro. Keep doing this. You both inspire me.
Aw.
You inspire me. And Jenna, you have to add him because his stuff is seriously the
Oh,
best.
absolutely.
Much love to you. And lastly, just the last thing I want to get out is like, with social media, people are like becoming so messed up, like in the
Yeah.
head, because you scroll and you see this other people's lives that look perfect, which is not.
Yep.
And so you end up feeling depressed about it, and then when really like they're depressed too, so it's a lose-lose for everyone, and everyone's like depressed.
I know.
You know, so I think it's really just like letting go, stop comparing yourself, be who you are, be real, and just know that you're enough. Like, we're all dealing with the same stuff, the same struggles. We're all one.
You know what? One thing I used to do when I used to battle with like being perfect is when I worked in the corporate world and I worked for this CEO. I would like send I didn't do this often, but there was one time particularly I sent an email that wasn't supposed to go to somebody. And I felt like shit. And actually, I made such a big deal about it and nothing happened. Like, I didn't get in trouble. Nobody had this talk, but I had all these things going on in my head. Like, I was freaking out that I did something so wrong that I ended up Googling the worst mistakes CEOs have ever made.
You did.
And after reading some of these things, how messed up people have, like, actually messed up big deals, I felt like, okay, I really didn't mess up things as a whole. So don't be so hard on yourself, because sometimes you make bigger problems out of little things that didn't even matter in the first place. And that is also another way, so you don't have to be so hard on yourself, so that way you can show up and be authentic all the time. You don't have to try to please people.
Because if you do that, you're just setting yourself up to never be happy. If you're always trying to please everyone, because you're not going to please everyone.
Right, no.
Okay, so he said, life hack, unfollow everyone that makes you feel like another person. Oh, so
that's good.
Yeah, I do this before and the results are amazing. You feel me? Definitely. Unfollow everyone that makes you like want to be like them. If you're feeling like
you're looking at them so much that you're feeling less about yourself.
Yeah.
Because you are an amazing freaking person.
Yeah, you. Yeah, that's really good advice. I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I can feel myself when I start to scroll, like right away. I'm like, oh my God, like my energy's going down and I'm starting to compare myself. So I'm very aware of that and I know not to do that. Hi. Courtney Hill just came in, and Courtney, I love you.
Oh, what's up, Art, Enrique, Evan. All right, thank y'all
show some
so
love.
much. Yeah, show us some love. Give us some hearts real quick.
Before we leave.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Hello, Jenna.
We just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us on our live. We're gonna try to do more of these. You can always follow on YouTube, but then also also follow us on Instagram, so that way you can catch our lives every week. I usually do a live like in a car or in a beautiful place like this in Florida. So
hi, Richard.
I'm Jenna Quinter. This is Lana Jean.
Yay.
Thanks. Oh yeah, drop some questions below so that way, or DM us so we can have other topics to talk about.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah. All right. Hi, Richard. Have an awesome night, and
hey, Dick.
We love you all.
Okay, bye y'all. Have an amazing weekend.
All
right,
makes you feel
you're
empowered.
awesome. Hashtag you're awesome.
One more thing. This is Metro just asked what makes you feel empowered.
Oh, what makes us feel empowered?
So just I think that's it. Just being true to me. Like that makes me feel empowered. When I'm true to me and like things just like work out, because they always will. Like when you're true to yourself, like and things around you just are working, you're just like, wow, yourself and you love yourself, everything will work out. I swear to God.
For me, empowerment is serving other people and helping others, because then it makes you feel like you're giving back,
right?
In a sense,
yeah.
And when you make other people feel good, you feel good as well.
Totally, it's like your mirror to other people.
That's what makes me feel empowered. Getting something out of what I'm trying to help them.
Right, and I think to really help other people, you first need to help yourself. So remember
exactly,
that.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So. Thanks so much, y'all. I'm gonna log off right now, but thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for next week. I love y'all.
Do you believe in God in a sense? I think God is love.
God is love.
That's what I really think it is. I'll go deeper into that another time. But thanks, guys. Everyone, you're awesome. And this is Metro. I love you.
So amazing.
He's really cool. But all right, guys, have a good night.
Good night.